It's hey friends and family. Let's see. It's National Botox Day. Happy National Botox Day, y'all. Hi there. Hey, hey, hey. No, I can't do that. What was I trying to do? Turn to dashboard. Insights, documents, Americans. Hey, hey, hey. We're just hanging out, y'all. Getting some admin stuff. Hey, hey, hey. Happy Wednesday, y'all. Hey there. October requests. Hi there. Y'all just hanging out, doing some admin stuff. Hi, how are you? For October. Hey there, hey there, hey there. Hi there. How are you? October 2025 requests. Documents. Amex. Okay, just scrolling in between sessions. Hey, yeah, me. I have one more session today, and I'm just hanging out on live with you all, like just trying to get more active. Um, I don't know who this is. Give me a second. I got a call coming in. I'll be right back. Hello.
Hello, this is Roy Alex from Protomed Solution. How are you doing today?
I'm not interested. Have a good day. Hello. Hello. Ugh, these fucking telemarketers keep calling me, selling me stuff I don't need. Hey there, fiance. October. Bank statements. How's everyone doing today? Ugh, these people keep calling me. Sorry. Ma'am, attend all. What do you mean? I mean, I comment and what? I mean, if I comment, you're not saying anything. I said hi, how are you? Thank you so much. I'm sorry, I'm in between work and kind of chatting with you all as well. Everyone good? Not really busy. I have some downtime. I do have an appointment coming up at 1:45, so I just decided to hop on live and just hang out with folks. I do want to talk about this discussion about PhDs. If anybody's interested, let me know. There's a whole discourse on threads and regarding PhDs, and it's been an interesting conversation. Do I have a PhD? No. Um, am I interested in getting one? Not necessarily. Thank you for subscribing. But it's just definitely been an interesting conversation because it is in line with some of the things that I've been saying for a long time, and it's interesting how it's shifting to this idea around elitism, and I don't believe that it is elitism. And so it's interesting. So if you guys want to chat, let's chat about it. Let me know. Or at least what else is going on in your world. Yesterday was such a busy day for me. Like, I worked like 5 hours straight. I had two immigration cases. I had three clients, and I had like a really big meeting for a partnership that we're trying to kick off with this company that I'm contracting for, consulting for. And yesterday was so busy, but it was so good in so many ways. So I didn't get to come on live yesterday. So the topic is around PhDs and how Black women are navigating the PhD space, or like applying for the PhDs, or like pursuing PhDs. And part of the conversation is, on one side, is that when we are, pursuing these PhDs, a lot of us are heavily enticed by online programs, for profit schools, aka degree mills. And what happens is that, or at least what is being said, is that the value on those degrees diminish the value of overall PhD. And so that's one end of the conversation. And then you have the other side of the conversation where people are saying, well, this is elitism, and I don't believe that it's elitism. I think that there are people who have experience and have done this work and are advising from that space. If you're anything like me, like, I don't take advice from just anybody. I like you. If I take advice from you, you have to sort of be in a space where I desire to be, admire to be, or you're doing some amazing work. And so that's just how I see it. I just see it as somebody's giving people advice. Been to Dubai anytime? Come on, one time. I've been to Dubai. It's okay. It's been a while. I went a very long, long time ago. Don't know that I'd be interested to go back, especially with everything going on with Sudan and you guys like funding that. Like, I'm not interested in supporting governments that hurt and disenfranchise people. So, yeah. Let's just pay this off. What was that? AI doing all research. AI supersedes all. I don't think I mean, even with behind AI, you still need people behind it to move the AI. Like, I work in the AI space, and like, AI isn't going to solve everything if you don't have brilliant minds behind it. So like, education is very much still needed. And so AI is only as good as the person behind the AI. I'll say that. Is the conversation around doctor and social work, or just PhD in general? It's more so about PhD in general, but I've expressed my own views around the doctor or social worker, why I wouldn't do it, for various reasons. But I think a lot, I mean, for me, the most important thing right now, it's still pending. Its accreditation from the CSWB, I believe. So that's one reason. And secondly, a lot of it, there's no funding for it. So I'm not going. I have no student loan debt, and I have no interest in going back into student loan debt for anything and any reason if it's not going to triple my income right now as where it stands. And hello there. And if it's not going to triple my income, that would be the only reason that I would need to or be invested in this idea of going to pursue a doctorate in any sense. I have no student loan debt, and from what I've learned from people with degrees is that no one's book of Marie. I should have people on to talk about it, but I don't know how to do that. What are you studying? I'm not studying anything. I'm sending some stuff over to my bookkeeper, and I'm talking to you all before I jump into a one-to-one session with a client of mine at 1:45. So I got about 30 minutes. I'm sorry. I'm talking to the mic and it's messing up what I'm saying. Do you want to jump on? I can invite you on if you like want to do that. But like, I think it's an interesting conversation. I think it's a very important conversation, particularly for Black women, because as Black women, I think there's this idea that we are the most educated group of individuals, and that's not the case. Well, we do very well, especially compared to Black men, and I think that's where people misconstrue that data. And but also to that point is that we hold the largest amount of debt when it comes to student loan debt. So being intentional about how we navigate higher ed is very important because the outcomes don't always look the same for us. And so carrying, I knew a person who had so much student loan debt that she couldn't get a house. Like she's been denied from certain jobs because certain jobs do credit checks and things like that. And it's don't be shy. You got to snap. A snap. What do you mean? Like Snapchat? I have a Snapchat. I don't use it. I haven't used it since a child. But yeah, what I was saying, I do believe that we have to be strategic, and I do think there are predatory schools like Walden University. I talk about them a lot. Capella, all those online schools. And so those schools specifically prey on us and market and do strategies towards us because we fall for it. Sure, I'll join. Okay, let me see. Book of Madi. I don't know how to add people. I think you have the request. Book of Madi. Girl, I'm sorry. I don't know how to do this. I'm married. Sorry. Someone said something here. You a QT, I guess. Why you call Black women? You are a hidden talent. You are going all. I don't know what you mean by that, sir. I don't know how to add you, but yeah, that was part of the conversation on Threads. It's been going. You guys open minded. What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. Download. Sorry, unfortunately, Madi, I don't know how to add people to these conversations. Did I mention I'm 12? Okay, so why are you here? We're gonna remove you. Have a good day and take care. It's okay. I don't know how to add myself either. I'm just venturing into TikTok. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm not really the best at this. Um, But yeah, it's just an interesting conversation. Just wanted to throw it out there. But happy to discuss anything before my one to one. I'm actually working on a couple of things, but one of the things that I want to do is put a case study together to kind of talk about how, or at least highlight how, like folks who've been working with me one to one have been able to sort of transition and pivot and like the successes. That's something that I want to do, and then one of the things that I also want to do is potentially write another book, even though I've been adamant against it. And then perhaps also work with, and I think writing a book is really an awesome idea, especially for professionals, to make sure that we can sort of use our body of work to continue getting paid, booked, and busy. I talk about that all the time, but like being strategic in that manner and how we align ourselves to different institutions and corporations to get that done. There is a movie about black women, Hidden Figures. Yes, I did see Hidden Figures. It was a great movie. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant women that definitely changed the trajectory for a lot of us getting into the STEM space, I would say. Oh, there you go. Can you hear me? Book Marie? Hello? You're very low. I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, perfect. Go for it.
Okay. Hi.
Hi, how are
Oh,
you?
why is my camera not? Maybe I have to allow.
I
Darn
know.
it. I'm well. How are
I
you?
can't complain. Just getting some things together for my bookkeeper.
I understand. I wait till the last minute.
Oh,
I actually started following. I think you came across my for you page on Instagram, and I was like, I like her. But then for some reason, it transitioned over here to TikTok once I joined TikTok.
really? Now that's interesting because I thought they were two separate entities, but either way, I'm grateful for
They
you
are,
doing
but
it.
maybe they know who you follow or whose posts you like on one platform. I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah.
So I'd love to hear your thoughts, if any, no pressure, around this
Uh-huh.
idea around like, pursuing PhDs, higher education, because I know it's like hot right now on threads, and I have my own opinions, but I'm open to hearing other people's, especially as different people are navigating it differently.
Uh-huh. Well, as a clinical social worker I worked in public service primarily to get my loans forgiven,
Yeah,
and they were.
awesome.
Now I'm a full-time
Congratulations.
private practice owner. I have been for the past 6 years. I just don't see the benefit of it for me. I don't see where I would get a return on that investment right now at this point in my career.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm not doing it, particularly for the field that we're in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I have a relative who's a software engineer, and she's getting her PhD in that. That to me make more sense,
Yeah.
particularly because she's not paying a dime for it. And I don't know, based on her experience and other people that I've met, I've been told several times no one should pay for a PhD. But I see folks in our field of work taking on more debt, and I just don't understand why.
Yeah.
So that's my reason. I'm not judging what choice someone else make for themselves, but that's just not for me.
Yeah, I think we are aligned in many ways. As I've been told, like my twin sister, she always told me because she like worked in higher ed for a long time. She worked at UC Berkeley, and she always used to say like you should never pay for your like any graduate learning any sorts, and so she like
Right.
ingrained that in me. And then also like when I look at, similarly to you, when I look at things like a PhD in social work or like a DSW, for example, right, since we're both social workers, and I look at the outcomes, it's just like you said, I don't see that it's going to give me a return on my investment. I also got my student loans forgiven, and it was not an easy process, right? Working in these agencies, working in community mental health is very stressful, taxing, and there are many days I left work crying and wanted to quit and just miserable. So I don't know that I'm willing to go back into debt for that purpose, especially if it's not paid for. So I feel like I agree with you 10,000%.
Yeah, it's a no for me. It's a hard no.
Yeah,
But for somebody else, people could do whatever they want. I just think financially, no.
yeah, no, for sure. Someone said I would love to get my PhD, but between scheduling and financing, it's not the cards just yet. Yeah, but the thing is, I think people often neglect to understand like there's also funded programs, right? Historically, that's how people went about this. And yes, it's competitive. Yes, it's not, there are a lot of schools out there, a lot of people like, and they have limited sort of seats that they can accept. But like there are fully funded programs that allow for you to get that PhD done if that's something that somebody wants to do. And I think that's the whole premises of like Dr. Jones, which the conversation happened on Threads. That's her whole premises. That's her whole basis. And people are now saying she's elitist because she's saying that people shouldn't look at certain schools and things like that. And I don't think she's being elitist. I think she's just being honest, which a lot of us need to have that conversation.
And I think if someone wants to go the academia path and be a tenured professor or lead certain type of research, maybe that's the way for them.
Yeah.
I think I've talked to people, and what they're saying is they just want to have doctor attached to their name, which that's their prerogative. I don't need all of that.
Yeah.
We could do adjunct work if we want to. There's other avenues where we could work in academia,
Yeah.
right? We could supervise students, there's other things that we could do. So,
Absolutely.
But sometimes I think people don't know. I think a lot of time it's the matter of not knowing, not asking questions, not asking people what was their path to get to where they want to be. Because there's no one way. There's no singular way.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
To navigate our career. And sometimes people don't know.
Right. And I think that's a lot of it. And like I had this one professor in my graduate program. She was like a macro social worker, and she was amazing. Like from the moment I met her, like she was somebody that I aspired to be because she was telling me like all these $1 million projects she was working on. And so that from that very like because I had that connection, if you will. I seen this person and actually what they were able to do. That's how I knew that I can do so much more with my social work degree than just like doing one-to-one therapy or doing or case management or working for Child Protective Services agencies. And I think having that sort of mirror helped me in my trajectory in my career, like letting me know what was possible. And so now I move with ease because I had that experience, or I had that person that was in my life. And for a long time, she was a mentor. We did lose contact, and that's possibly my fault. But she was awesome. And to have that person like inbuilt in my program, and she just, she was a master's level social worker. She didn't have a PhD. She didn't have a DSW. She didn't have any of those things. She was just a powerhouse. And so like that was what I respected.
That's good. You had that.
Yeah. What program did you do?
I did. You mean for my master's?
Yeah.
A MSW program.
Awesome. Did you have a good experience, do you feel like, at your MSW program?
I did.
Good.
I actually did. I loved it.
Good. And there was another conversation that people were having, like, is it okay for social workers to recommend certain programs? I'm like, absolutely, because we've gone through it. We supervise, and we know what programs kind of tend to give what people need. And so I try to align people with, like, schools that help them with their goals, I would say.
Yeah. A lot of that, the school helped, but there was also mentorship and connections with other people. Because, some people, I went to school with people, went to the same program, and some of them are probably still doing the same job. So some of it is the program, and then there's school and. And the end is your personality, is your drive, is what you bring, is who you're seeking guidance from, is what you want to do. There's so much that comes beyond just the program and graduation.
That's true. That's a good point. Because when I think about what I did, like after grad school, I did a fellowship. I traveled a lot. I moved to California. I met so many amazing people who were doing really cool things, and that kind of again shaped my mind and kind of helped me see what was possible, or what are the things that I could be doing outside of, the standard trajectory, if you will, for social workers.
Yeah. So, but the debt thing for me is I just want to.
Yeah. Oh, all set. Right?
Yeah.
All set.
But that's me.
Yeah.
People could do whatever they want to do.
The same way I feel.
Yeah.
This is it. Well, let the people know where you practice, if you're accepting clients, what you're doing, so we can. I just want to make sure I'm putting people on and we're leveraging what we got here.
Oh, okay. I practice. I'm in Connecticut, Fairfield, Connecticut.
Awesome.
Right now, I'm not accepting clients. But in addition to therapy, I am a sound healer. So I do virtual sound healing and facilitate meditations if people are interested in that.
Okay.
And speaking of AI, I'm going to be offering or developing an AI workshop for wellness professionals for January. I think there's a lot of tools that they could utilize.
Do you
that
love
we
any
need to know
particular?
about.
Do you love any particular AI platforms, tools?
I like Copilot. I like Claude. I use ChatGPT. I don't give any particular one. All of what I use one for one thing, one for something else. I kind of like play around with them, so they only know parts of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smart. All right. Well, drop
Yeah,
your
yeah.
website and let's stay in contact. And I love what you're doing, and I'm gonna look into the sound healing because I'm really interested in that.
Yes. It's very therapeutic. It's great. There's a lot of healing power in sound.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I gotta fly, y'all, because I have a client coming up in like 5 minutes, and I gotta go run and get a snack. But it's been real. And y'all take care. Okay.
And follow my TikTok page. I don't have a lot of followers, but I'm new to this. So
All right.
follow my TikTok page.
We're gonna follow you right now.
All right. Thank you.
Bye. Take care.
Bye. Take care. Bye.
Someone said bye here. Bye. Hi. All right. Well, I also got to go, y'all. So thanks for hanging with me. This was short, but